Sir, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Badal, sir, you are audible.
May I start, sir? Good evening to all. Once again, thank to you everyone who joined us this evening. I BK Mandal, Principal of GM Public School. Warm welcome to all the chairman, vice chairman, principal, STNCs, and all the delegates who are present here. I am very happy to say you all that we are very close to our destination to complete the 24-hour in-house training. Today marks the 13th day of our training. We have almost 18 hours of training completed. I am very glad to inform you all about today's resource person, Mr. VIKRAM PRAMANIK sir, Vice Principal of Valley Public School, Patlawadi, who is very much talented person. I assure you all that each and everyone who are the part of this today's seminar will definitely learn a lot from him. Without any delay, I am extremely delighted to invite the host for the today's session, Mr. Abhijit Banerjee sir, STNC of Patlawadi Valley Public School. I welcome Abhijit Banerjee sir. Please sir. Abhijit sir.
Thank you, Badal sir.
Thank you sir.
Yes, yes. Are you getting my voice? Yes, Arvind sir.
Yes,
Are you
yes,
getting
sir.
my voice?
Yes sir. Yes sir. Continue.
Okay. Thank you, Badal sir, for providing me the opportunity. Good evening to the Honorable Chairman of Jksm SAHODAYA School Complex, Dhanbad, Mr. TK Sinha sir. Honorable Vice Chairman of Jksm SAHODAYA School Complex, Dhanbad, Mr. Basudev Mahato sir. CEO of Jksm SAHODAYA School Complex, Dhanbad, Mr. Zubin Bose sir. Chairman of SAHODAYA School Complex, GODDA, PAKUR and SAHEBGANJ, Mr. Pranesh Solomon sir. Chairman of SAHODAYA School Complex, DUMKA and JAMTARA, Mr. Pradipta Mukherjee sir. Good evening to all the principals, vice principals, STNCs, and all the teachers who have joined this training program today in this evening. As Badal sir said, today is the 13th day of our in-house training program. And it is correct that we are very close to our targets. Today's in-house training program is going to be performed by one of a teacher. Also, he is the vice principal of Valley Public School, Mr. VIKRAM PRAMANIK. VIKRAM PRAMANIK, he is the vice principal, teacher, and also my friend. He is going to be the resource person today, and he is going to present you the topic, Happy Teachers Creates Happy Classroom. So I am quite sure that today the topic is going to be very, very interesting. And it is because VIKRAM sir, he is young, dynamic, multi-talented, and also he had very good experience in English. So today's topic, Happy Teacher Creates Happy Classroom. It is a very important topic for every one of us. Being a teacher, we definitely face some tough consequences where we sometimes get very stressed out. So happiness, it is extremely necessary for us to create a healthy and a happy classroom. So I am not going to disclose and I am not going to tell too much about this topic today. So without wasting much time, I am going to forward this topic and I am going to invite Mr. Vikram Pramanik to start this session, as I, including more than 600 teachers, are eagerly waiting for today's training program. Over to you, Vikram sir.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. I don't know whether the words that you have spoken for me, whether I deserve or not, but thank you very much that you have said many things for me. Okay, so at first, I would like to thank Mr. Jksm sir, means chairman of our Jksm SAHODAYA, Vice Chairman Mr. Basudev Mahato, CEO Mr. Jubin Bose, and all other chairmen, principals, STNCs, vice principals, all participants. Definitely, I'm very happy that today I'm one of the resource people that I'm going to deliver something to you all, and I'm going to share whatever I have I have experienced in duration of my 12 years of teaching. I, Vikram Pramanik, as our STNC, Mr. Abhijit Banerjee has already told me. So good evening to everybody, and let's start today's session without delaying more time. Happy you breathing alive. Happy you conquering every strive. Happy you marking a new journey. Happy you trading on path funny. Happy you growing up birds. Happy you with your snow and blood. Happy you with children evergreen. Happy you with a happy classroom scene. A very good evening to one and all present over here. Really happy to be a happy teacher trying to make a happy classroom and taking care of a happy classroom. I, Vikram Pramanik, working as a vice principal in Valley Public School, Patlabadi, Dhanbad, extending my heartiest welcome to all the distinguished principals who have spared their valuable time to join this session. And I also extend a warm welcome to my dear friends from all different schools. The pandemic of COVID-19, I must tell you something, that the pandemic of COVID-19, keeping its negative sides, has taught us a number of things. And one such learning is the use of internet, by which we can take online classes, online meetings, online sessions, workshops like this, where we all can join together just at the click of a button. I'm sure all of us will agree that these sessions, the sessions that whatever going on, are quite beneficial for all of us. Learning from each other has definitely broadened our horizon. Taking advantage of this platform, we all have gained a lot by sharing our valuable knowledge with each other. So today I'll be also giving a presentation on how happy teachers can create happy classroom. I hope this presentation chosen would be beneficial for everyone. But before my presentation, I would like to say something more about. Today, as our STNC, Mr. Abhijit Banerjee, has already told you all that this is the 13th day of the continuous in-house training conducted by Jksm SAHODAYA Schools Complex, Dhanbad, under the aegis of Confederation of JHARKHAND SAHODAYA, where we all have been exploring the different facets of teaching and learning, the educational pedagogy. And we all are keen learners in the field of education. Today's topic Today's topic is all-time relevant. Happy teachers create happy classroom. And one all about the main objective, which we call happiness. Whatever we do, whatever we think, whatever we dream of, whatever we plan, all activities targeted directly or indirectly to achieve happiness in our life. This is the hidden instinct of every human being to achieve peace, harmony, and happiness with our work, with our deeds, with our thoughts. This is the key need of every living being. Once, Dalai Lama told, which I quote here, if you want others to be happy, if you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion again. So, whether you want to deliver happiness or you want to gain happiness, all the time we have to wear the feeling of compassion for the entire world. And automatically, this attitude of human being enlarge of consciousness of one and have all good thoughts, all good feelings for everyone. And when someone is having this quality of goodwill for everyone, for every situation, the element of happiness grows automatically. And one who is really happy can make the surrounding also full of happiness. And when happiness is prevailing everywhere, there is a power of binding people, relating people with faith, respect, and care. This is one divine quality that every teacher must have. There is another quote regarding this happiness. Lawrence J. Laveski, who was a great educationist of Russia, and he says, try to make at least a person happy every day. Try to make, I repeat once again, try to make at least a person happy every day with your deeds, with your actions, with your thoughts. If you cannot do a kind word, speak at least a kind word. If you cannot speak a kind word, think a kind thought, counter, if you can. The treasure of happiness that you dispense in a week or in a year or in a lifetime will be a great treasure of happiness for everyone, and you make a happy society. And this is one that is needed in this present situation very much. Everyone is hunger to be happy. Everyone is hunger to have happiness. But this is a quality which is not, I should say, that with our effort, with hunger, we can get it. It is a kind of compassion that one should have to create that happiness. एक शायर ने बहुत खूब अच्छे ढंग से बच्चों के लिए कहा है कि टिम टिम करते तारे बिखरे हैं आज सारे, टिम टिम करते तारे बिखरे हैं आज सारे, तुम खुश हो जीवन में इसलिए वो नाच उठे आसमां में. So this is a compliment for a teacher, that when a teacher comes with a smiling face, when a teacher comes with a smiling face and spreads happiness in the classroom, then even the weakest student of the class comes out with a hope that yes, the teacher who's standing in the class is going to take care of me. The same teacher is going to forgive me for my mistakes, for my faults. Then he comes forward and establishes a rapport with the teacher with a faith that his weakness will also become strength someday with the grace of the teacher. So this is a very strong power of a teacher to prevail happiness in the classroom. And to explore this idea of happy classroom, I am going to share some of my slides, and we together will be exploring the topic happy teachers create happy classroom. Because when the classroom is happy, then there is no reason that we will not get a positive result out of the efforts that the teachers and the students are putting on together. Now, let me share my the next slide. Yes. We invest our time to get to know our students. We make effort to know each other. We are humorous spending time together. We appreciate, praise, allot time for playing. We are happy teachers in a happy classroom. We allow students to get social. We give them a break. We allow them to create and make. We jump with ideas and innovations. We make them to create new innovations. We are happy teachers in a happy classroom. So, aren't we happy? Yes. We are one who carries happiness inside the classroom. We bloom them, we nurture them, we guide them. So we have to be happy to create a happy classroom. Next slide. Moving for the next slide. Yes. Extrovert teachers make a happy classroom. Many think that. But according to me, teachers with a sound mental health and a perfect balance can assure joy and a delightful classroom for students. They drop the straight in the students, making a vibrant environment of learning. Most importantly, commitment to be happy is what we require. Who will not want your classroom happy? Who will not want your classroom to be happy? Everybody wants it, isn't it? It is a dream comes true for the teachers to keep the students happy with learning in a happy and disciplined classroom. So for this, we have to be happy ourselves. If we are happy, we can easily or we can really make a happy classroom. But if we are unhappy, that will reflect in our personality, and then we have to develop ourselves. That is the time when we have to develop ourselves. Moving for the next slide, I have a question for you. Yes. So, sorry. So one thing, first of all, I would like to ask you all this question. Are you happy or not? Are you happy or not? Be honest in your answer. If you are happy, then keep doing. Okay. If you are happy, then keep doing whatever you are doing. But if not, then you have to change yourself, your attitude, and your activities in order to make yourself happy. You have to maintain a perfect balance between personal and professional life. And for that, we need to find time for relaxation to make ourselves mentally and physically stress-free and healthy. We have to spend time with our friends. We have to play games. We have to spend time with our families, relatives, with everyone, dancing, singing, and so on. All activities we have to go for in order to make ourselves really, really happy. We have to keep ourselves at the priority, because until and unless you are happy, you cannot think of a happy classroom. That's sure. Moving for the next slide. Are you a real, are you a teacher by chance, or by choice, or by chance? That's very important. Are you a teacher by choice or by chance? This is very important. See, since we are moving ahead with this topic, we will all agree that we are teachers. Nobody can deny it. We all have chosen it as a profession. We all have chosen it as a profession. But a very important question that I would like to ask you, have you chosen this profession as a compulsion, or you have chosen this to be a teacher by choice? So my question to you is, are you a teacher by choice or by chance? I request Arvind sir, please, or see in the chat box, you please write me that what expectation was when you were in young age, means your ambition, your dream. Please, I want to see that what you are writing. Means, see, we all are teachers, definitely we are not denying it, but how many of us honestly write that what was your dream? Choice. Yes, someone has written by choice, by choice. See, but I must tell you that you have to be very, very honest. Choice, choice. Everybody is writing choice. One I have seen that I'm not going to reveal the name, but one choice or by chance has written. Yes. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, teachers, for your response. Yes. See, even I myself, if I say that when I was very young, my dream was something different, and that might be because that time I wasn't thinking about my future. But see, by chance and by choice, I have given these two options to you. Okay, let me elaborate it. My choice means, suppose you are a student of standard 11 or standard 12, or maybe in graduation, or while doing your masters, you decided you will be a teacher. Or if it is in compulsion, by chance, means after trying your luck everywhere, you have come back to teaching. जिसका कुछ नहीं हो सकता वो टीचर बन जाते हैं. In India, there is a statement, अरे कुछ नहीं कर सकते, टीचर बन जाओ. And primary teacher, a very simple thing. You don't have to do anything to be a primary teacher in India. Just hold a BEd degree or an entity, qualify CTET, TET, or teacher ban jao. Well, how many of you, as I already asked you, how many of you can honestly, not to me, but to yourself, say, how many of you can honestly say whether you are a teacher by choice and not by chance? Now, whichever way seems you have chosen this profession, no matter what, you have to do justice. You have to do your justice, because the life of the children are in our hands. So we cannot play with it. Since we are dealing with children, you know, children love to be happy. If their surrounding is full of happiness, they will love to be there. Now you have to be happy first. No matter how happy or whatever profession you have chosen, you have to accept it. Whether you have chosen this profession, the teaching sector, you must accept it. Be happy about it. If you are not happy, you cannot do justice with it. You'll be frustrated, irritated. I mean, see, happiness is a term which comes from within. If inside out, if you are happy from within, you will find everything happy around you. So to be happy, one and the only one thing is mental peace. And you can achieve it by acceptance. This is very important. Acceptance. Acceptance is very, very important. In whatever way you have chosen it, or in whatever way you have chosen this profession, teaching profession, maybe your expectations were high to become a doctor, engineer, cracking UPSC, but you have selected this teaching profession, so you have to accept it. This is the reality. You have to be happy with it. Otherwise, you cannot create a happy classroom. That's very true. If you are not happy, so you cannot create a happy classroom. So now your job is to accept it. Be happy with it. Only then you can pass on happiness. In life, this is very important that we must understand. In life, the difference between the two, acceptance and expectation, should be very, very clear. The difference between acceptance and expectation should be very, very clear. The lesser the expectations, chahat jitna kam ho, is better for you, for all of us. Our happiness, our mental peace. Expectation is high. If your expectation is high and acceptance is very low, that means mentally disturbed. But if expectation is low and acceptance is high, you will be the happiest person across the world. So it is better to accept it. Next slide. See, the slide that you can see over your screen right now, write at least 2 ways that foster happy classroom. Not right now. Okay. So see the slide that I'm showing or I'm sharing with you all. This is very important. Such activities we must implement in a classroom. Allot time for playing. This is very important. We have to allot time for our students. We have to praise the students. Whenever we see any kind of activities or innovation, creativity, they are trying to present, they are trying to show, it is our duty to praise them immediately. Creativity, fun, toys, freedom of expression. We have to give our students scope for expressing their opinion, ideas, creativity. Since we are teacher and we are speaking in the classroom, we are trying to dominate the students. We are telling them, don't talk. You are not supposed to do anything else. No, this is wrong. We have to give them freedom for their expression. Engaging students, toys, fun, joyful learning, use of humor in between our classes. These are the very, very important, and we, being responsible teacher, we must implement in our classroom. Games and dramatics, proper learning, activity-based learning. We all know this, but we are few to use these all in our classroom. So to make, or in order to make our classroom happy, we must use these elements. Decorative classroom. We have to decorate our classroom in such a way that our classroom would be very, very impressive. And the students, as soon as they will enter, they would be engrossed with the environment in their learning. So whatever you will be delivering, they will accept it joyfully. Moving for the next slide. Happy teachers create happy classroom. This is the core of my topic. Happy classroom is nurture begins with you. You are the creator of it. You are the creator of the life. You are the future of the students. So if you are happy, you can create a happy environment for your students, where they will learn everything happily in a joyful manner. You know, or we all know, that happiness is spread always increases. Moving for the next slide. Here, so here comes our expectations, the expectations of the teachers. We are human beings. We cannot say that no, we are robots and we do not have any expectations. No, it is not true. We also have our expectations. This is very, very important. See, teachers' expectations. Our expectation, see, good class with bright students. We all need, or we all want, this is our expectation. We need our class full of intelligent students, but bright students, but always it is not same. As the 5 fingers in our hand is not equal, similarly it is impossible to get all the students in an equal range of learning capacity. No, but this is our expectation. We want it. Disciplined, intelligent, well-behaved students we all expect. Why? Because we do not need any disturbance in our class. So if the class is silent, if they are learning smoothly whatever we are delivering, we become very happy. And this is our expectation. Timely completion of syllabus. This is a very big tension of all of us. Perhaps you all will agree with me. Timely completion of syllabus. This is a very big tension. We always think about our syllabus. And because of this COVID-19 online classes, it was quite difficult to complete it. I'm very, I'm really, I'm frankly, I'm telling to you. Then timely submission of assignment. This is also one of our expectations. Good results. After this all, if our expectations are up to the mark, so we need good results, and definitely we will get the positive results if our expectations are fulfilled. Happy classroom. Moving for the next slide. So after expectation, now it's time to talk about some teachers' wish. As I already told you that we are not robots, we are human beings. We have some wishes. Being responsible teacher, we definitely do our duty. But side by side, the wishes that we have, if our wishes are not fulfilled, so we cannot be happy. If we cannot be happy, we cannot make our class happy. And the class is not happy, simultaneously the students are not happy and they cannot learn whatever we are giving them. Money is a very big factor. While we are doing a job sincerely, we expect or we wish to get a handsome salary. Definitely we need, everybody, all teacher, we need means a handsome salary, means automatically our happiness. Money makes us happiness. Definitely timely grade promotion. This is another wish that we all have. Timely grade promotion. We need promotion grades, as so far we are doing our best in the classes. Recognition. We need recognition. We want to be recognized by the principal, by the management, by the students, by the parents, that we are sincerely doing our duties. We want to be liked by all. We want to be popular. We want to be famous. See, since I have collected these slides from somewhere, so popularity, I must tell you that between popularity and famous, there's a little difference. Popular is for short time, for short period, but famous goes for a long time. For example, Honey Singh sang a song. Okay, over the night he became very popular, but after a few days there is no listener of his song. But talking about Kishore Kumar, 33 years back he died, but still we people are listening his song. Lata Mangeshkar in this month passed away, a great loss of our country. But her song definitely will means the people will be listening even after 20-30 years. So that is famous. So we want to be famous through our job, through our activities. We want good relationship with colleagues, parents, students. These all are wishes that we have. And definitely after that, respect comes, support and guidance, have your back in difficult situation, encouragement and advice. We need encouragement and advice from our principal, management. Whenever we face any kind of difficulty or challenge, we need or we expect some suggestion from our seniors, seniors who are really quite active and experienced. Communicate clear expectation, adequate resources. This is also very important, and every teacher I think wants it. If the resources are not available in the classroom, so we cannot give our best in the classroom. So these are expectations that I have already discussed in the previous slide, and in this slide I'm discussing regarding the teachers' wishes. If these are fulfilled, automatically the teachers are really happy and they can give their best to their class, and the classroom becomes happy. Moving for the next slide. This is your chosen life. Happy teachers manage these all things. See, I have already discussed with you all that we are the teachers, we are the responsible teachers, and we must keep balance between our professional life and personal life. Sometime, so if you are not happy, see something is written over the slide. If you are not happy outside the class, you will find it difficult to be happy in school. Definitely we cannot be happy in the classroom if we are not happy in our personal life, in our private life. So we have to be very, very happy in our private life. So manage your work-life balance, sleep well. This is very important. See, sometimes we do not have proper sleep, we do not have proper slumber over the night. So the very next morning, we cannot show our proper energy in the classroom. We cannot teach our students properly because last night we didn't have proper slumber, we didn't have proper sleep. That's why exercise is very important. We must exercise regularly, so that exercise releases the endorphins in our body, and that helps the people to be happy, fit and fine, at the same time happy. Have time for family, and at time do nothing. So it is very important. Professional life comes with the profession, means in the professionally, or we should deal with professionally, and personal life, in personal private life, when we pass quality time with our family members, relatives, children, then we should not do anything else related to our profession. We cannot mix our lives. Then we have to try new things in our life. This is very important in order to be happy, jolly. Why? For example, you are not having habit of watching movies, so you have to go out with your friends for watching movies. You have to do some new, you have to try the new hobbies, so that it will give you a refreshment, like nimbu pani. Whenever we are not well, we just take a glass of nimbu pani, and that really helps us to means to make us refreshed. So this is very important. Chosen happiness, a word of happy. Adult is a word. See, in cities we have seen, in many places, the elderly people, the aged people, they are going to the, in the morning time, they are walking and going to the parks, clubs, in order to laugh, false laugh. Why? They practice laughing, and that really helps them to laugh, really seeing each other face. So such practices we have to adopt in our life, in our personal life, so that we can make a proper balance between professional life and private life. Moving for the next slide. The earth in our hands. This is very, very important. See, the earth in my hands. This is very true. आज के बच्चे कल के भविष्य हैं. The precious lives of the children are in our hands. We have to help them to make their future. We have to make their life easy instead of making it difficult. We have to deal with them in such a way so that learning will become very easy for them. We have to develop their different skills so that they can easily cope up with the different situation in their future and achieve success in life and will become a very good human being. Moving for the next slide. Happy classrooms begins with you. I think till now you all have understood, means we all have understood, happy classroom begins with us. You are the creator, you are master, you are maker, knowing and liking you. Who are you? What do you stand for? What will you ask them to do? What will you not ask them to do? What will you do for them? What will you not do for them? These all things should be very, very clear before entering your class. For example, I am Vikram Pramanik, but in the class, I'm a teacher. I'm a pure guide to my students. I have to stand beside them whenever they find any kind of challenge or problem. We have to ask them, so we have to pre-plan, we have to ask them something, and what to ask and what not, we have to make the clearance. We must need the clearance for that. And what will you, means what we will do for them and what we will not do for them, that should be very, very clear. We have to make the boundaries. Definitely you have to be very, very friendly, frank to our students, but still there's a boundary, means something that we have to ask and something not, something that we have to do for them, something not. So being responsible teacher, we have to make it very clear for all of us. Moving for the next slide. What kind of teachers should you be? We have to be open and we have to be a good listener to our students. We have to listen their problem. What means, what is the reason that they are not understanding, or if a particular student is not coming up with the proper mark, so we have to go to him or her. We have to understand what actually the student is having problem. We have to be open and we have to be a good listener to them. We have to be honest. We cannot be dishonest to them. Otherwise, in order to making their career, we will spoil them. Sometimes it happens sometime that we teachers support some students as because the students are neighbors, or the parents of those students are good friends. चलो कुछ मार्क्स दे देते हैं, हाफ मार्क्स या 1 मार्क्स नहीं काटते हैं. But we should not behave like this. In this way, we are going to spoil their future. We have to be supportive. Whenever they are finding any kind of problem, we have to support. Be the hero, not the bully. Since we are teacher, we are not supposed to behave as dominant. We are not supposed to suppress their ideas. We are not supposed to be bully. Rather, we have to be hero for them. Next slide. Dimension of a class teacher. Dimension of a happy classroom. We know that student, teachers and their relationship. Okay, these are the dimension. Classroom dynamics planning. We have to be very, very well prepared for our lesson. We have to deliver. See, without students and without teacher, the classroom is only the simple classroom is there. In the COVID-19, in the lockdown period, we have seen the classrooms were empty. There's a null, means life. Classroom management. Performance is very important because performance brings success. Okay, I'm not giving much time in a particular slide. So moving on for the next slide. Classroom dynamics, the platform. Praise, reinforce the positive behavior. We have to encourage, we have to motivate our students with positive reinforcement. Whenever we see a good habit or any kind of, for example, a student writes with a very good handwriting in a class, so we have to encourage, we have to motivate, we have to show our positive energy by our body language. We have to develop mindset of creativity, growth, passion for learning, provide ownership. We have to make them feel that they have opinion, they can do whatever they wish or whatever they want. We have to make them honor for their own opinion, for their own creativity. We cannot suppress those. Encourage dynamic learning. Collaborative learning is very important among the students. We have to give them feedback, positive feedback. Although they are having some mistakes or wrong, we have to show our positive behavior to them. We have to tell them, no, this is not the proper way that you are doing. You have to deal with this idea or in this way. So we have to show, although they are having mistakes, we have to show our positive behavior, politeness, humbly we have to treat, and we have to show their positive or right way, so that they can be constructive and they can go for their next steps. So next slide. To explore happiness, we need to know the students. This is very important. A particular teacher must know a particular student. So in order to make your classroom happy or to create happy classroom, you must know the student. You must know the strengths and the weaknesses of an individual. You must know what and how they learn. Build the relationship and trust. Build the relationship and trust. You have to be very good to them, so that they can trust you, they can share their problems with you. Always appreciate, praise, and celebrate their achievements. Even a small achievement in the class, celebrate with them. We have to know the background of the students, if possible. Always it is not possible, but so far as possible, we have to go. We have to understand why the student is so upset, why the student is so gloomy, what is the reason behind it. We have to show our positive behavior to them, correct them when they are wrong. We cannot make a wrong perceptions about a student. If your colleague, if our any means familiar person says us, or any colleague says that is the particular Rahul, Dinesh, or Mohan is very bad boy, so we cannot make our judgment on the behalf of another's opinion. We have to go to close to that particular student. What is the problem of that particular student that the teacher is saying for him this statement, or keeping such a statement for that particular student? We have to understand, and then after we can make our judgment that for that particular student. In this way we can explore happiness. Moving for next slide. Relationship, as we are talking about rapport between the teacher and students. So set clear expectations and boundaries. Let there not be any surprise. Get to know your students well. A confident short survey may help. Know the background of students. I have already discussed about it. We have to know the background of the students. So far it is possible. Be positive, enthusiastic when you are teaching in the classroom. Remember one unique thing about each of your students. This is very important. See, we know that every child is blessed with some special qualities given by Almighty God. Somebody are very good in mathematics. Somebody are good in English. Somebody is good in singing. Somebody are good in dancing. Somebody are good in sports. So see, we have to identify their quality, their potential. We have to understand those unique qualities, and by the help of those unique qualities, we have to call them. We have to help them to fortify their potential as a talent, so that they can go forward. They can understand their quality, and they can do something better for their future on the basis of those particular qualities. So it is our duty to make them identify their qualities. Make teaching interesting and enjoyable, real, recent, relevant. These are the things that we must introduce in the class. The real things, recent things, relevant things, so that the students can connect themselves with your class. Always praise immediately. This is also very important. If you see anything good, so you have to praise immediately. You cannot delay it. The next day or day after tomorrow, if you praise the student for the past happening or past deed, I don't think that it will make any proper influence over there. It can make them happy. Immediately you have to praise, immediately you have to celebrate their achievement, so that it would be very, very effective. Teach students to reflect, and you reflect your own practice. So what is our main theme? Whatever we what is our main purpose? Whatever we are teaching our students, we need the outcome of our out of our effort. Okay, so you have to interact with the students, you have to ask time to time the students what is your topic and what you are thinking about them, and what is the importance of the particular topic that you are teaching. So you have to interact with the students, and we all need the proper outcome after our lessons. Next, relationship with students. See, this is very important. Okay, and we are talking for the same. See, we have to build self-confidence. We, the teacher, okay, we have to build self-confidence, we have to build trust, being valued. We have to create our image in such a way that the student will respect us. They must think sense of belonging. They must think positive about their teacher. They can share their problems. We have to treat in such a way. They must think that yes, the teacher is standing beside me always, and she or he will help me if I'm facing any kind of problem. Teach to communicate. Check on their well-being, whether they are good physically or not. If they are not good, just go to them. You have to ask them that what is your problem, why you seems to be so gloomy or upset. What is the problem? Do you have any physical problem? Being fair but firm. You have to be close to them, you have to be frank or friendly to them, but you have to be strict as well. Teach self confidence. How to build up self confidence? We have to teach them. Celebrate their success, positive reinforcements. So moving for the next one, planning and delivery. Planning and delivery, see, provide a sense of direction. For example, we organize many kind of activities in the school campus. So for example, science exhibition or exhibition just we are going to arrange in the school. So if you do not direct, or if you do not give them if you do not give job distribution among the students, so they will do the similar thing. So we have to, for example, the exhibition of Rabindranath Tagore. So you have to give a job to a particular student to bring their photography, to bring his photography. Someone will go to collect his poem. Somebody would go to collect his prose. Somebody's some what quotations. So means, I mean to say, we have to provide a sense of direction. We have to direct them in a proper way so that the teamwork will be there. Innovate, experiment, and make learning fun and engaging. Makes teaching effective. Learning style and and differentiation. See, as we teachers have the style of teaching, and time to time you have to improvise our teaching skill. So far we have experienced, or I have experienced, even because why, the number of a set of students in the class are not equal. Somebody's are quite intelligent and somebody's are not. Somebody's average, somebody's below average. So the changing techniques may help the students to understand you properly, and it would be interesting as well, because all students have different learning capacity. So we have to be very, very simple and easy, as easy as possible. Students make learning meaningful, purposeful, and for life. Never teach to taste, but taste the teaching. So we should not think about our final examination always, that yes, we have to teach our students because they have the final examination after a month. No, this is not a purpose. We have to teach our students not for the taste, but taste the teaching, what you have taught them and what they have understood. The exact concept is clear to the students or not. whether they understood your perception, what you are, what the writer or the poet is keeping them or sharing with them, the theme of the topic is clear to them or not. For that purpose you have to teach, encourage student self reflection. Okay, moving for the next slide. See, how should your first meeting be with the students in the class? This is very important. The first meeting, we have to be welcoming. We have to enter the class with radiant smile. Ah, we have to be we have to enter the class with radiant smile, which should reflect in your eyes. Your persona should calm and composure, express your happiness of becoming their teacher in words and action. We have to show them, yes, we are very happy. We see, for example, we love our students very much. With another example, I would like to tell you that I love my parents very much, but I never show them. So it is meaningless. No, we have to show, we have to express our feelings to the students that yes, I am very happy and you must be happy with me. And the topic that we are going to discuss with you, that would be very, very interesting and fruitful for all. Decorate your classroom as we have already discussed. Be ready with the list of students. See, name by name. By name, if you know the students, for example, if you say, you come here, you yellow t-shirt, or the means what, the lanky here or whatever, means if you call them with different names, that is very, very bad for the students. We have to know by their name. So being responsible teacher, we have to know the names of the students, and if you call them by their name, they must be very, very happy. Greet students by name, as I have told, as I have already discussed. Practice mindfulness and awareness with your students. Take time to know each other. Show the, and number 10, show that you care. Being attentive, observant, and patient. You have to show that you are their own. Okay, you have to show that there's a very good relationship between you and your teacher, so they can share whatever they are thinking about creation or creativity or anything else. Develop understanding and mutual respect before you embark on your journey of being the change maker. You have to develop understanding. We have to develop our understanding between us and our students. Mutual respect, that is very important. You have to show your image in such a way that the students will respect you. Definitely you are the change maker of the students. Next slide. See, benefits of happy classroom. See, everything has a reason. Today we are just having this session, there is a reason. And whatever we have discussed till now, after that, if we get means happy classroom, so what is the benefit of the happy classroom, that we are going to discuss in this slide. See, better performance. If the classroom is happy, if the students are happy, so we will have better performance. Interactive classroom, sense of belonging, coping skill, life skills, sharing and caring attitude, adaptability and acceptance, emotional needs fulfillment, positive relationship, joyful learning. So these all things are the benefits if the classroom is happy. And if we can create a classroom happy, so we will have such benefits that we need. And this is the main intention that every teacher should have. Moving for the next slide. What happy students say about their teachers. This is the second last. We are reaching to our conclusion. So this is the second last slide that I'm sharing with you. What happy students say about their happy teachers. See, if the students are not happy, they are not going to share these statements, whatever you can see over your screen. The teachers cannot, the students cannot say these lines if they are unhappy. So if the students are happy, so what they say these lines, like she motivates. She means the teacher. Okay, so she motivates me with extreme happiness. She always makes me feel that I can do and become anything I wish to. She tells me never to give up. She is very supportive and caring. Yes, the teacher is very much supportive and caring. The happy teacher says, she always says that I can do thing and never says I can't. Means the teacher says that yes, I can do whatever I wish. So means motivate. The teacher is motivating. The teacher is means telling them or trying to build confidence level in the students. And the happy teachers are means when when the students are happy, they always explain good things and the good remarks for the teachers. Moving for the last slide. So so finally, ultimately, this is the last thing that I want to tell you all. What is life? Life is about good health. At home, it is all about the family life, love, care for family members, children. Then we talk about work. Work make us happy. We have always seen we feel happy. Obviously, we go to work, but we are happy for that. Our hobby makes us happy. Our life conscience makes us happy. Money makes us happy. A man becomes happy as much happy as he decides to be. Happiness is actually inside you. It's all inside you. You cannot. It is very true that you cannot buy happiness. Your work cannot buy your happiness. Nothing can buy your happiness. Man decides to be happy. It's your way, your attitude towards the things which makes you happy. A happy heart lives in a happy body. A happy heart lives in a happy body. You need to be happy all the time. For that, you have to learn the basic skills. That's most important thing. A man becomes happy as much he decides to be. If you are happy, you can always spread happiness wherever you are, not only in the class, wherever you are in the whole world, you will spread positive energy everywhere. So with this, I hope you have understood, you have found this session interesting. I am thankful to everyone for your support, for your cooperation, that for a long time, 1 hour means you have heard me. Thank you very, very much. But finally, before going to the conclusion, I request, see, we practice in our school. That's why I would like to ask you all, please stand up for a minute, 52 seconds only. And I means please sing with me the national anthem. And then we are going to wrap up. And then I'll hand over our means a teacher who will do the concluding part. So please stand up with me. So start the national anthem. जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंग बिंद हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंग तब शुभ नामे जागे तब शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तब जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे Jaya 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 He. Thank you. Thank you very much, all teachers, our chairpersons, vice chairman, Bashu sir, TK Sinha sir, and Jubin sir. Means I'm very happy that you have given me such opportunity. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Hats off, sir. Hats off. Uh,
Thank you.
One
Thank you,
thing I
sir.
want to share: students don't need a perfect teacher. Students need a happy teacher who's gonna make them excited to come to school and grow a love for learning. Again, a very good evening to everyone present here. On behalf of JKSM Sahodaya School Complex Dhanbad, I deem it a great honor and privilege to thank our resource person, Mr. Vikram sir. Thank you, sir. Thanks a lot. Also, I like to thank all the participants for their cooperation, especially our core committee members of JKSM Sahodaya. Now I would like to invite Mr. L. Bhaskar Rao, Principal of Don Bosco Ramkanali, for closer the today's webinar. Sir, please. Bhaskar sir.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes,
Am
sir.
I
Yes, sir.
audible?
Yes, sir.
I'm visible. Visible also?
Also visible, sir.
Am I visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. Myself, L. Bhaskar Rao, Principal of Don Bosco Ramkanali, Nirsha, Dhanbad. On behalf of Jksm Memorial Sahodaya School Complex, Dhanbad, I would like to thank the Chairman, Mr. TK Sinha, Vice Chairman, Mr. Basudeva Mahato, CEO, Mr. Jubin Bose, as well as the Principal of SGD Modern School. I would like to thank all the chairpersons of Sahodaya, Vice Chairman, all the principals, STNCs, and my dear teachers to spare their time for today's session. And my special thanks to the resource person, Mr. Vikram Parmanik, Vice Principal of Valley Public School, who made this wonderful evening with the topic Happy Teachers Creates Happy Classroom. Is very relevant to every participant.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
I would like to thank Mr. Surajit Sen, also DDTC, CBSC, who is very popular nowadays by spreading the knowledge through the training. I would like to tell that only 7 hours are left for the in-house training to fulfill the target of 25 hours in-house training. And very soon we are going to fulfill the target, and every one of us will complete 25 hours of in-house training. I would also like to thank the technicians team along with Mr. Arvind sir, who is doing a lot for the in-house training. And finally, before concluding, my regards to Mr. Jubin Bose and Mr. TK Sinha for their contribution and support wholeheartedly to the in-house training program. And at last, I would like to thank each and every participant who are present today here and participated in it. Thank you very much to everyone. Thank you very much. Now over to Badal sir, please.
Now, thank you, sir. Now I would request Sinha sir to say something. Sinha sir.
Badal sir, I think
Hmm.
Mr. Sinha is in Calcutta today for a medical matter.
In behalf
So-
of Sinha sir, I would request you, sir. Request
I
to
have
you,
been
sir.
I have been speaking every day, so I don't think people will want to hear me because I have been always admonishing everybody regarding the fill up of the Google forms and the feedbacks, and I have spoken sufficiently. Since you are
Yes,
giving
yes.
me the opportunity, I'll repeat once again Please fill up the details properly. That is my request to all of you. Some feedback we are receiving from principals through the various chairmen of the Sahodayas. On the basis of any genuine problem, we are going to comply, but otherwise we will stick to our rules. If all the three parameters are fulfilled, then only we will be issuing certificates. Otherwise, we will be unable to, as this is the instruction of the COE Patna region of the CBSE. Rest, I think all of you are doing a wonderful job, and we will expect Mr. Sinha tomorrow. And I think Mr. Pradipta Mukherjee and Mr. Pranesh Solomon also will be informing their respective principals regarding other matters. Thank you, Badal sir. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.